Hello, everybody. This lesson is intended for beginners to Revit, someone who just started to learn Revit, programmers already installed. So I'm using here Revit version 2024. I will demonstrate how to create a small size architecture building project. I will introduce the interface quickly. I will show you how to create levels, walls, add doors, windows, and add floor and slabs, stairs, railing, and finish with some sections and elevation. So let's start. So this is what you see when you start Revit for the first time. You'll see the recent models or project you've been working on. You've seen some families. So we distinguish between models and families. So if you want to start a new models or new project, you start here, or you open an existing project. And if you want to open or create a new families, you have this part here. But family is a bit advanced for now. But quickly, family means all components in the library family, in the library in Revit are belong to family. So for example, all doors belong to the family door. So you see a family door, and then underneath that, there is a double, single, residential, commercial. So all doors sit under this family. Windows as well, they sit under windows. So you have the family, and then it branch down to different windows. Toilet fixtures, furniture, everything belong to a family. And you will understand this the further we go. So I'm going to start a new project here. So I'll go to the new. My template is set to default, as you could see here, default metric. That's what I'm using. And this is a millimeters template. The template comes with a few settings, like 2 levels, level 1, level 2, and we have 4 elevations, so make sure you have these. Different templates will have maybe extra stuff, but for now we only have, and we have some basic families also already uploaded with the template, but we could load as more as we can. So for example, if I look at the door family, I have only one type with different instance. So I have only M single flush door, and we have different types, yeah? So here, so we in the future will load more doors, and we'll do that during this demonstration. So if you start a Revit, you could notice that the architecture ribbon is highlighted. So this is all belong to the architecture ribbon, and we have a structure, we have a steel precast system. So this tells you that there are different programs are combined in one platform. So maybe you don't know this, but when Revit first started, it used to be 3 programs. It used to be Revit for architects, Revit for structural, and Revit for MAP. But then, because of the building information requirement, they want everything to be coming from the same source, same platform. So if you don't know building information model, maybe you need to do some research and read about it under the term BIM. So make sure because Revit is purposely made to serve building information model. Yeah? Something started in the early 2000. Okay. This is my template now. I'm going to start my project. Before I do any component or elements, I want to create my levels. So I'm doing a small building. I select one of the elevations just to see the existing levels. So we have 2 levels coming with the template. The height is 4 meters. So this is, let's say, the ground floor to the first floor is 4,000. I'm going to use the same height. And I need to do a double height building with pyramid. So I'm going to go here under the architecture ribbon, select level, and I'm just going to line it here and type 4,000, which is 4 meters, and link it here. So when you link it here, so they move together, you'll understand this in the future, that this is, it's not a must, but it's important. And I'm going to create another pyramid, let's say 1,600, almost 1.5 meters or so, and top here. Now, these are my levels, but I need to name them accordingly. So, and this is also something you'll appreciate in the future as you go with Revit. So I'm going to call the first one, no, not like this. I'm just going to say, instead of level 1, I will say this is my ground level. Let's say ground floor or ground level. Before that, I should say I want this to be arrange numerically. So ground floor 0, 0, and then hit enter. Then would you like would you like to rename corresponding views? The view here, number 1, will change. Yes, this is very important. I'm going to say yes. Look at the name change here. The other one, I'm just keep hitting this. I just want to hit the name itself. And the second one will be 0, 1 because this is like a database platform. So all the time they come on top of each other. So if I name them with ground floor, first floor, they will be arranged alphabetically, and then you get lost. So now I add this number. So no matter what I call my levels, it's always be arranged numerically. Okay. So this is from best practice. Yeah. So let's say first floor. Okay. Yes, I want to name the second one here. Now, second one will be 0, 2. Let's say second floor or whatever name. It doesn't matter what name because I have the numbers now. They will be always aligned. And the last one is 0, 3 per bit. Actually, per bit. Actually, I need to call this not second floor. Yes, I need to call this the roof. This is what I place my roof. Yeah. So here I'm gonna say roof, and then on top of the roof is parapet. This is okay. This is my roof here. So I have the okay. So now I'm set to start working. In Revit, you need to work on each floor, build the project on top of each other. Unlike AutoCAD, when you have layers and you could build things next to each other. Here we have to build. So if I'm working on the ground floor, I have to be on the ground floor level. If I'm working on the first floor, I'll have to be on the first floor. And you understand this as we go. So now I'm going to start with my ground floor, start building my project. Okay, so let's do a simple project with a specific size. So I'm going to, from the architecture ribbon, I'll go wall. I will use the default wall, 200 millimeter thick, so I'm not going to go into any more detail, just a generic wall. And I'll just click anywhere. So try to have your model or your project within these levels. These are the 4 elevation. Yeah, these are the east-north. So this is works like a camera. So you always see your project here. So I'm just going to set it somewhere here in the middle. And my first wall, let's say 6,000. So you could type the 6,000, or you could just drag the line and do that. So I could type 3,000, 3 meters. Or I could just, if I need 2 meters here, I just drag it 2. Another maybe 7 meters. Okay, so I forgot to set the height of the wall. I'll do it again. So I could do it either way. So I'm just going to stop here. Okay, so to stop, if you hit escape once, the command is still active. But I'm going to hit it twice, so I exit the command. So the reason I stopped because I did not check the height. The height says 8,000, so I'm going to show you what happened now. They are above the level, so I'm working on the first floor. So this is too high, okay? So I'm going to go back here. I'll show you how to start either way. So you could have it like that. So now I'm going to select this wall, for example. I need to change the height, the base constraint from the ground floor to the first floor. So this is my height. So I have to do this for all these walls. So I could, if only a few walls, I could select them one by one. Or I could right click here and say select all instance visible in view. So all walls are selected, and the base constraint from the ground floor here says varies because I have different, I changed the wall. So the first wall was being changed here. It's not the same height. I'll go to, that's why I said you need the numerical, see, naming. So now they come on top of each other. Otherwise they will be, also I noticed there's a road here, not roof. We'll fix that, okay? Okay, now if I go back to the elevation, now my building is, or my walls are strictly between those two levels, okay? Now I noticed this mistake, so I'm gonna fix this. I'm trying to change the name, roof, not roof, okay? It's my roof. Yes. Okay, so I'm done with some of the, so next walls, I will have another wall, but now this time I'm gonna say architecture, walls, basic wall, I'm gonna specify the height. The first start, I did not specify the height. Now I'm gonna say I'm going from the ground floor to the first level, and I'm just gonna connect the wall. Maybe we'll have 12 meters here, 12,000 because I'm using millimeters. And I'm just gonna see the blue line. Then I'm just gonna align it with this wall and then just close. And as I said, if you hit escape twice, or I usually hit modify to exit the command. So now this is my ground floor. Okay, the ground floor is done, so I'll have my main entrance here, maybe side entrance here with some steps. Okay, so let's add some doors. So if I hit from the architecture ribbon, hit the doors, we only have a single door. So I need exterior door to be used in the entrance. So I'm gonna edit type. From here, you will have the chance to load some doors. Okay, I'm gonna use residential, and I have like this exterior doors. Sounds good to me, so I'm just gonna choose this one. And now there is different. I'm gonna use the largest one, different types, different sizes. So I'm gonna select this side, and so watch the smart object in Revit here. It does not wall look for something called host family. So a door, sorry, it looks for its host family. So it's a family, a host based on it's a family based on looks for a host family. You cannot insert it alone because in reality, you need a wall to insert the door. So this is my door. If I need to have it open inside, I just push my mouse like that. So let's make it open inside. So this is, and I set it anywhere. Okay, so this is my first door. Now I'm gonna have a side door here. So this time we're gonna have that single door, let's say. And now here, I could have the opening with the space bar. I could have my opening, whichever I want, okay? Now let's add a couple of windows. Same thing with the windows, we only have one. Yeah, we have more types here, but we also could do the same thing and load as we did. I'm not gonna load, I'm just gonna use this casement windows, the double window here. And let's say we have let's say we have a living room here with two. Now you notice that there is like, this is called temporary dimension in Revit. So let's say you want the 1 meter here, not here. So I could just click on the number and type 1000. The door will be shifted. Now you could see the dimension. If I click here, this will become permanent dimension, but it's a temporary dimension. I don't need to set it now. So I'm gonna go Control Z to get rid of them. So, okay. Let's say we have a dining room here maybe. So I'm just gonna set another couple of windows here. And whatever in this side, maybe we just have different type of windows. We have single windows, so here if you have rooms. So you could set 3 windows here and a couple of windows here. Okay, now I'm done with the, you may want to see this in 3D, so let's go 3D. First time you create there is no 3D view here at the moment, but the first time I use this icon here, default 3D. You see my model 3D, it's 3D being created here. So now I have a 3D. Okay, let's go and create the slab, floor and slab to this model. So now we're gonna cover up the floor now. We're gonna go for floor. I'm gonna use the architecture floor right now. The minute you click on the floor, you will see the building being grayed out. So you're not supposed to, you only select them, but you're not supposed to change anything here. And you get, it shows you how dynamic the interface of Revit is. So here it says create floor boundary. So now the interface changed and you have something about floors now. So there are different ways to create the floor. You could do it by line, by square, but the most common one is pick line or pick wall. I already have walls, so I'm gonna pick my walls like that. Okay, this wall, See the red line or the pink line represent the, so notice that the lines have to be continuous, and the double line here, this tells you this where you start. Okay, so the floor is done. It's a default, generic default, no color, no materials, 150 thick. I say yes. Now my floor, I go to my 3D, you see the floor already here. Okay, let's create another floor, or I'm not going to call it slab. So we need to create another floor here for this level, but we'll go to level 2. Okay, so now we're done with level 1. Let's go to the first floor. Now you could see the ground floor grayed a little bit out, but if you don't see it, you need to go for something called underlay. Sometimes your underlay is set to none. You don't see it, so you only see it here as a for tracing. So to build your upper floor. So let's create a different settings here. Okay, so we're gonna go for wall. We're gonna use the same type, and let's follow the same wall here. Same setting, and now here maybe in the front I want to cover the front door, so maybe I'll go straight, and I'll see this how remember the track in AutoCAD. So the same thing. I'm aligning the line here, and I also want to cover this side entrance. So this is my build up, or my slab area in the first floor. Okay, I did not, I forgot to set up, but it says it follow the same rules as the ground floor. It sets from the first floor to the roof. Okay, so I did not do it, but the system, very smart, the computer did it for me, but otherwise I'll have to do it. Okay, so now I'm okay. If I look at the elevation, this is my ground floor, this is my first floor, up to the roof. Okay, now I'll go to the first floor. Now I need to create a slab, cover up this area, okay, the floor. So I'm gonna go floor, architecture floor, same thing. I'm gonna pick walls, and I have 4 walls now. Okay, now the questions, we could ignore it, we could deal with it even, and you will understand it as we go. I don't want to go a lot, but here, because the floor has thickness of 150, I'll say don't attach for now. I'll show you what I mean here, so in the future understand. So let's go for, or maybe wireframe. Okay, so this floor has a thickness of 150, as you could see here, and the wall are connected. So when the question asks you if you want to have your walls here, I'm just going to control Z for now, or because of this thickness. So otherwise you'll have this overlap. See here the overlap? So if I said yes, the walls will be dropped down. I said no, I just to show you what, it's okay for now, but you will understand it as we go. Okay, so that was the question. Now I have done the floor. Now we could add a few windows, because no doors. We will have the stairs later coming here, but you could add a few windows here. Let's add this another type, and let's say we have a couple of, just for the visualization, I'm just adding, maybe there are rooms here or office or whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna, just for the visualization, for the section, you could see that. Okay, now I think let's look at 3D, show you it, but I make a mistake purposely. I want to show you because this is a very smart program. If I change the graphic display to shaded, for example, you see the color sometimes is brown, sometimes is the aluminum. So that means what I did here, the windows set wrongly. Okay, so because here, this is what I want the wood outside. Okay, but I set it wrongly purposely to show you why I'm doing this. So here, if I select this window, you see there's this arrow. You could switch the cell. So the cell inside, but in reality the cell is outside. Okay, so that's the same thing here, and here is okay. The cell is here. So this is, you could switch which way you want. Same with the door. Yeah, so you could have the door open whatever way. So what's this error mean? Okay, now we're done with the I did not do any division or any rooms. I'm just doing the building, just a simple building, as I said, just for the time. Yeah. Now we're gonna build our roof and then the parapet. Okay. So if I look at the east, we have the 2 floors, and now we're gonna build the roof and then we'll build the wall for the parapet. Okay. So I'm gonna do it here purposely, but in reality I should go to the roof. Okay. But if I do it here, look what happened now. I should go to the roof and build it, but it's okay. The system is very smart. So I'm going to say roof. Make sure you remove the slope. So I just need a flat roof. So make sure, but if you forget it, we could do it later. Also, we could have overhang. Older version, we do it here. But now, I remember the older version, so we'll do it later. Should I do it? So I'm just checking for the overhang. Uh, 2024, it's not. Okay, let's just do it. So I'm gonna pick wall. There's no overhang here. I'm gonna start again. Maybe there's an option. Do you want this guide? Yes. I just want to see if there's an option. If I say create roof. Okay, we'll talk about the game, but it's not. This is no slope, so I don't need a slope. I don't want to go to edit type. I should be able to add here. It's not, yeah, it is allowed. Okay, I don't know why it's not. Okay, so 1 meter overhang. Okay, I'm gonna pick the wall just like I did before. So see how the blue line is going inside, outside. So this is where you need your overhang. So my roof is extended beyond the building. I expected the system to ask me, do you want to make it up? It did not ask me, okay? So let's keep it here. I'll show you how to fix this. But I should have selected the roof to do my roof. But I'll show you what happened now, okay? It did not ask me. System should ask me, but I expect the system to ask me that, do you want to move it up? But let's go. Let's look at. So the roof is created here now. It's very easy in Revit that I selected, and it changed the base level to the roof. Yeah. So I thought the system will ask me, did not ask me. Now we're going to build our parapet. So I'm going to go here to the parapet. I don't see anything. So I'm going to go to the underlay, and I want to see the first floor, because these are the walls I want to see. So I want to build my parapet on top of these walls. Okay. So I'll go walls. I could select different wall thickness, but I'll just keep it as it is. And my height from the my base constraint, not from the parapet, by the way, it's from the first floor to the parapet. Okay, so I want to go from the first, from the roof, from the roof to the parapet. This is my height. Yeah? If I look here, I go from the roof to the parapet, this area, okay? Therefore, I should have been here under the roof to do that, and I want to see the first floor. I want to see this wall. This is because it's covered, yeah? So I'll go for walls, my walls from the roof to the parapet, and I could have my parapet anywhere I want, but I'm just gonna follow the same walls. I also could say pick line. It's a very simple project, so I'm just gonna do it like that. Okay. And once I'm done, I hit modify or skip twice. If I look at a 3D, so now this is my project. Okay. The last thing I want to do is the stairs. I'll start from the ground, and I'll set my stairs anywhere. So here's the stairs, add stairs component. So where do my stairs go from? So I'll go from the ground to the first. That's my first set of the stairs, okay? So I'll go Let's say this is my entrance and my stairs. I'll have it here, let's say. Watch this. Let's say I have it here. Okay. Now, the reason the stair is here in the middle, because the start point here, it says center. So if I say right, okay, so this is my setting. So I'm sitting next to this wall. And there are some rules, as you could see here, because I determine the height between ground floor and first floor. This is 4 meters. The system will develop 22 stairs, 18 centimeters each, 18.18 each step, and the width of the stairs, or the run, is 250. I'll show you this here. So the 250 is here, and the width is 1 meter. You could see it here, so we could change the stairs. So let's just do the default setting. Now, here we have 22, so I'm going to create 11 this way. Okay, so you could see here, watch down here when it says 11 risers created, 11 remaining, so I want to do exactly in the middle. Now, I already checked the automatic landing, so landing will be created automatically. Now I need to create the other 11. So I created 11, and there are 11 more not shown. So now I wanted to, before I use the left, right, if I stay to the right, it will be stick here. So let's see, I want to do mine here, okay? Okay, good. So see, they're overlapped. So what I'm gonna do now, the line location change to left. And now I just have to go straight here and just finish up. It says 11 rides created, 0 remain. So this is my stairs. You go from here up there, okay? And then I approve it. So stairs is done. I only have to do one more thing to create a shaft in order for the stairs to go through the building, okay? Because otherwise it's not cut through, okay? So let's have the stairs going through the roof up here, just to see it better, okay? So I'm gonna go to the ground floor. I'm gonna copy this, copy to clipboard, not copy object, copy to clipboard. And then I'm gonna paste this, align it to level 1, okay? So if I go to level 1 now, now it's here, okay? But we still cannot, here's my 3D. See, the stairs is here, the railing is here, but now we have to cut through this. To do that, I'll create something called shaft, okay? So I'm gonna go to the architecture. We have shaft somewhere here. And the shaft also, you could pick wall different ways. So I'm just gonna quickly show you this, and in the future understand what shaft means. So let's say we have the shaft here. Shaft is a component that should cut through the building. It's still not, see, this is my shaft. So I could just pull it. It's a component. Now my stairs are here, okay? Now I need to create some kind of railing on the top. So I'm gonna go to the floor, railing. It's very quickly done. From the architecture, we have railing, okay? I sketch, and I could use the pick line. I have one here, one here. I think I could do something like this. I'm not sure if I have to do it. No, it says it has to be continue. So let's say I remove this. Continue. Okay, let's see now what happened. The rail line must be a single component, okay? So it needs a single line, so I'm just gonna remove this and remove this. So it has to be a single line. Let's look at it in 3D. You could experiment with this as much as you want. Yeah, we still need another railing here, just for protection, for safety. So let's do one line here. But you understand the idea, and then you could do it the way you want it, okay? 3D. So that's it. This is how we build a small project. I did it very quickly because of the time. and you could build on this knowledge and create whatever is needed in the project. Okay.